Welcome to the Gilded City with your Adventures in Initiative crew. I am the Drunken Monk playing the Drunken DM. Will my players please introduce themselves, except for Jameson? You can shut the hell up.
Ouch.
Wow. Ooh. All right. Hi, I am Yinnerton, and I am also Kawaii RMS.
Hello, I'm Twig Rumble Bumble, and I'm played by Shop Goblin.
I am Kyoko the Fox playing Amayori.
I am Goon Daddy, aka Noah Allen, playing Star Child, aka Yura.
That's everybody.
I will not lie. I have low-key been extremely excited to hear Twig Rumble. Who would like to recap last session?
Not me.
Not it.
Nope.
Val wasn't here.
Val wasn't
Oh, no.
here,
He was.
so that
He
would.
was.
Oh yeah, he was. So that would leave because he almost died amongst the rest of you. So Val or Raina, you can fight over it.
Rochambeau.
I'm still in my car, so
That leaves Raina, aka Wifey Monk. Can you go ahead and recap last session for us?
Uh-oh.
Give us just a minute. She's trying to find her notes.
Okay.
In the meantime, do we have any announcements or anything in general we would like to discuss and let our fans and friends know?
I'm going to Portland Pride in Maine next week. On the 14th, you can see me Eastern Standard Time from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Didn't I post?
We have a wonderful podcast service that we're now using, and currently we have episodes 0 through 12 of Isles of El, and the rest of everything, including this episode and all previous episodes of Guild City and all of our one-shots, will be up on there this weekend. So if you'd like to listen to our podcast, we're on Spotify as well as any other services, and our RSS feed and our website for the podcast are in the description below on YouTube. So give us a listen.
Are you all set, Amiori?
Okay, well, since she can't find her notes, I'll just go ahead and do the recap. How does that sound, folks?
Okay.
Perfect.
Last week on the Guild City, we had reached the Gravelhide clan. After doing some exploring underground, you make your way up into the main guild hall, where an old and familiar face attacks. Grishnak, the goblin with the one missing kidney, courtesy of Twig, Harumble Bumble, and Raylos, attacks. After a fierce battle ensues, almost killing our entire party, Grishnak somehow managed to fail his role and blow himself up. After a quick search, a couple of our party members found some items and some notes, and you had settled down in a barricaded room to take a long rest. And that's where we shall begin.
Hello, anybody? Anybody else?
While everybody's resting, drunk, is it possible for Twig to kind of try and make a duplicate of the scroll that I read that omits certain information and instead allows him to show, who was being talked to by our goblin friend?
Sure, I'm going to have you roll a deception on this one.
Alrighty.
Yeah, deception will be
Ooh.
fine since you're trying to make it look.
Essentially remove a certain person's record from the scroll
That's correct.
before revealing it to everybody. That's a 15. That's a solid first roll of the
Yeah,
game.
that's a solid
That was
roll.
a
I'll
nice
go ahead and
roll.
give it to you. You make you look at it, and they look identical.
And I do have, I'm sure I can make one of my spells work for me. So
That is quite all right. It looks pretty well identical to you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then once that's done, he would just rest until everybody starts to wake up.
Ah,
Would anyone else like to do anything during this this long rest you're taking?
can Gertson just wake up?
Yes, you can all just choose to wake up without any side chatting or anything.
Gertson's just gonna wake up.
Oh, see, now that
Oh.
we're already into gameplay, Miori finally found her frickin' notes.
Yay!
I
I
posted
blame
them.
I blame the baby monk.
Yori, I'm proud of you.
Did I make... Yeah, there's an info and game notes section, so from now on we'll just
Yes.
put notes in there.
Yeah, and I'm typing up notes too, so that should help.
You also
Thank
can
you.
change large duffel bag to bag of holding.
Well, no, you named it large duffel bag in the first place, even though it was a bag of holding, so I'm keeping the channel name, because it's
No.
fun.
No, at the beginning, it wasn't a bag of holding. You just got the bag of holding this last session.
Okay, give me a second.
That was just my idea of being funny for you guys to have a place to keep everything.
Okay. Now I can come
Chuck
back.
it in the
and-
duffel bag.
There we go. Just because I like the joke.
Thank you.
It's a large duffel bag of holding.
Large- I bet you could fit a bot in that.
Apologies to anybody listening on the podcast or watching on the stream. We're talking about our Discord channels, which you guys can't see.
That's okay.
All right. So, what are my players doing?
Does somebody want to throw me into the loop? I don't really remember much. I went to sleep. Well?
Hold on. I'm typing out a message to Drunk.
Ah, okay. So Yettin's just pretty much talking to herself until everybody wakes up. Oof.
Using the specific spell, the cantrip that I have, Drunk. Can I do that while everybody's sleeping?
Yes, you can. And if you two would like to pop over to the other chat while my other players are doing stuff.
Yeah, so Yurton, join me in general and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Valamir, Amiori, what are you doing?
Amayori would just be. Amayori would be sitting with her hellhound, just kind of contemplating the events.
Yes, the events that so delicately transpired.
She'd probably be mumbling a little bit under. She'd seem really
Yes,
Ir-
she would be irritated.
irritated, yeah. My push to talk button doesn't like to stay pushed, so I can talk today.
Sure, blame the technology.
I am, because. See, I did it again.
I'm guessing I keep calling him Valamir. Our bird bard is still in his car, so excuse us while we wait for the rest of our party to return.
We're back. And once everybody starts to wake up, Twig is going to hold up the scroll. I found this on the goblin. Well, what was left of him. Seems he was talking to some higher up. And I do not remember the name.
Tangier.
Some higher up named Tangier. And he's going to hand the scroll to whoever wants it.
Amayori would like to see it.
Okay. He hands it to Amiori.
She would like to read it.
Would you like to tell her what it said?
I can't remember the exact conversation, but it's essentially whatever was being said between Goblin and Tangier, with, any reference to, certain members completely omitted.
Okay, it is essentially a record of missions that were issued from Tangier to Grishnak.
Hmm.
Murder someone here, attack people there.
So I guess we know who we're going after next.
Then what
would
are we
appear
doing?
So.
Let's get a move on then.
And does it say where Tangier?
No, it does not.
It doesn't say where Tangier's at.
No.
Where do you think we should go?
Well, a Tangier, and it would probably be the same person. I don't hear that name very.
Drunk, can I roll knowledge to see if maybe I've heard this name before in the Senate or guild or
Yes,
attached
you
to
may.
anything? Okay. So just a straight intelligence roll. 8. That's more like Twig.
I mean, it sounds like a name you've heard. You feel like you should really know this name, but you don't.
Could I give it a try?
Go for it.
Okay. Give it a second.
Anyone
About-
else want to try?
Gonna work on it. It's just oof. Oof. Gotta find my stat. Hold on. Sorry. So it's just straight intelligence. 13.
You feel like, man, it's a name you should recognize, but you just can't quite figure out where you know it from.
Could I make a history check to see if I know at least a location or remember the location of where I heard the name?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Give me like one quick moment. Okay. Whew, please don't fail me on this. Don't have my laptop tonight, so it's all 20.
You know for certain that this name is associated with a certain guild back in the main city, and that's where I'm going to leave it for right now. But yay, first dirty 20 of the game.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, we got one? I have to use the Nightbot
Yeah.
command.
So I think we should maybe go back to the main city, because if we do that, then we're going to be able to figure out a little bit more information. It's there and it's clicking, but it's not fully clicking for me. But I know I've heard it at the main city.
Well,
What
we
do you
should
guys
probably
want to do?
start.
All right. How'd we clear? Wow. Hi, Kazian. Have we cleared this whole place yet?
Yes, there was only the one room in the basement.
No meth labs. Okay. Let's go.
It seemed to have been cleared out except for what Grishnak had.
Yeah.
Well, let's get going. She's just going to start walking.
Anyone gonna wake up our bird bard?
Twig's just gonna grab him by the ankle and drag.
Urith uses roost.
Are you just like a bird loaf and I'm just dragging you by a wing?
More or less.
Wait, no. Especially just because of the name, can we make it canon that he has roller skates on?
Urith, aka Star Child?
Yes.
Please?
Is there a reference that I'm not getting here?
No, you just have like Heelys, so when you're roosting, your heels are down and you can just roll. You gonna tell me you don't want your character to have Heelys?
I mean, I really do, but it doesn't make sense.
DM?
I'm gonna go with Goon Daddy on this one. It doesn't really make sense on. I mean, it'd just be like a claw digging in.
There's just a line in the concrete.
May I intimidate the Star Child?
Yes, intimidate a sleeping figure.
I'm gonna yell it straight into your ear.
Ah!
So I know you wake up. You'll be like, wake up or you're gonna turn into a motherfucking turkey!
I mean, you better roll.
I will need you to roll for that.
I am rolling.
I'm gonna counter roll with Constitution.
Oh, yay. Please, that would be funny. Oh.
Beat my 7.
Wow. That 7 definitely does not beat the 9. So, yes, you are fully intimidated by this.
How are we moving? Hmm?
Yes, we are.
He's visibly a little hungover. Where are we going? What?
Try and find somebody named Tangier.
Tangier?
We're going to the mainland.
Tangier. That. I know him. I know a Tangier.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a top level druid in the Celestia Guild. He's really into trees.
Twig is going to kind of hold his hand up. She's like, Amiyori, can you show him the scroll?
Amiyori would pass it over.
And just rubbing his eyes. Just kind of like, huh. Tangier has a lot of dirty laundry now, apparently. He's a real stand-up guy when I knew him. Huh.
When was the last time you saw him?
Well, last time I was at the guild house, it was the guild capital. It was, let's see, about a month ago. About a month ago. I've just been drifting ever since.
You would know that the guild hall is called the Vitugazi, and it's essentially the world tree.
Yeah, last time I was at the World Tree, the Vitugazi, is the last time I spoke to Tangier. We had tea. It was lovely.
How would we know how far we are from the Vitugazi?
You know, you're about 2 days out of the city. Where exactly in the city it is would be up to you would know for sure. So yeah, I'd say you're about 2 days, and then probably about an hour's travel through the city to get to the correct district.
Well, are we going to go see Tangier? Is that what we all want to do?
Yes.
All right, we're about 2 days out from the World Tree's capital city. Do you want me to take you? I mean, you're gonna need a member to get in.
Yeah, Raylos, do you think that sounds good? Yeah, sounds like he thinks it's a good idea.
I love that.
Sounds good to me.
Well then, off we go. And he kind of marches out, strumming like as if he wasn't hungover at all, whistling a jovial tune. Yes.
Okay.
Come on now.
So, rum in the
Single
background?
file.
Because the tavern left, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Tavern gone.
No
tavern
fast
does-
travel for us.
The tavern doesn't go this far out into the rubble belts, so I will ask you how you want to travel and whether you want to talk while traveling, and I will roll some random encounters.
We're just going by foot, aren't we?
As much as I love
I mean-
you all, I don't think. I mean, it'd be faster if you all could fly, but I'm the only one who can fly. But honestly, I would suggest we all pitch in for a stagecoach of some kind.
I can ride my hellhound.
We're 2 days out of the city, though. We can't get a coach in the rubble belt, can we?
Well,
No,
yes.
you
As soon as
cannot.
we get to anywhere where we can rent a stagecoach, we
It's
should.
an hour once we're into the city. It's only it's only gonna be an hour once we reach the city, so we're walking. That too
Right.
hard on your
Right.
soft musician feet.
No, because I can fly. I was worried for you and your tiny feet.
I'm a cop. My feet hardened long ago.
Your kid's just gonna chuckle softly.
I'm sure that was trying to sound tough, but it's just we get going.
You spend years in the Liev column, then come and talk to me, bird boy.
I mean,
Liam
his
Collins
feet aren't
sounds
the
like a
only
coffee
thing
shop.
that's hard.
Yurton's just
You
gonna
do
turn
know
and
that the
twig.
Liev column is like the cops of Ravnica, right?
No.
Yeah, you're essentially mouthing off to a cop.
And he
Yurton's just
doesn't
gonna-
care.
Essentially, you're right. None of your other fellow party members would really give a rat's ass.
Yurton would.
Isn't
Well,
Yurton
I think-
Rakdos?
Yurton's just
No.
curious.
Yori's Rakdos.
Yeah, Amayori definitely doesn't give a shit.
And yeah, Starchild's a drifter. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yurton likes conversation, so it's just straight up conversation for her.
So what is it? 2 days travel?
Yes.
We'll have to keep going in this direction.
Sweet.
He just wings in that direction towards the tree and starts walking.
Don't get too far ahead. We don't want you getting hurt.
Okay, Mom.
Your first day travel goes without much excitement. You see a few goblins fighting amongst themselves in the rubble belts, kind of steering clear of the large party. You come up at the end of the day's travel. You come upon this old ruined building. It looks like it could have been a schoolhouse or something of some sort years prior to the decamillennial celebration, and you guys feel that this would be a good stopping point for your first day. The sun's about set. What are you gonna do?
Should we have people keep watch?
We definitely want people to keep watch. Let me see if I can find a good place to camp, though. It's a little more protected than just the open road.
If
What
you'd like
would I
to.
roll for that, Drunk?
I'll have you roll a survival.
All right, and is Yurden helping me? Is that what you're saying, Allie?
Yurton can also help, but also she's willing to take the first watch since she's an elf and does trance.
All right, so with Yurden's help, is that advantage?
I will let you have advantage. Yes.
Yay, because this is a +0.
Really?
I'll take the 14.
You see the schoolhouse. You see some. Excuse me. Just. Sorry, fighting a cold. Kind of got caught in my throat.
Please
So
don't
you
let
s-
it be Corona.
It's okay. I'll cure it with Lyme disease. Sorry, bad pun aside. You see the schoolhouse. The windows are all busted out. The roof's partially caved in. It looks like a fairly good place. Other than that, you don't see very many buildings. You see a cave off to one side that looks like it could be good shelter. But you kind of hear something inside it. You really just you don't know for certain.
Do you want me to check it out?
You go in one way, I go in the other.
Yeah, we're gonna tell the others at least.
We should probably do that. Wait, are we talking about the cave or the schoolhouse?
Oh, we were talking about the schoolhouse.
So was I.
Okay, good. I just wanted to
Okay,
clarify
yes.
that.
Isn't
yeah.
there a joke that somebody made in a fantasy thing once of like, who the fuck sleeps in a cave? If you want to die, sleep in a cave.
All right, I will have my two people entering the schoolhouse make perception checks.
We would have told the party too.
You're
Also
what's in on this.
stealthing. Right? We're both
You're just
stealthing?
gonna do an overhead.
Yes, I am stealthing.
That's a 24 for
And
Twig's
I got
stealth.
a 16 for mine.
Okay, you are both completely stealthed out. Your party loses sight of you. Twig, you kind of just like you're standing there 1 second. There's a gust of wind, some dust pushes up, and then you're just gone.
Actually, those masks that we have, don't they give us advantage on stealth?
Yeah, don't they?
Actually, yes. Who's all wearing one at this
I
point?
think it's just us two.
Me and Yurden.
Yes, go ahead and roll again.
I'll roll again just to see if I get a nat 20. 24 again. There's a
20!
nat 20!
Okay, we'll just go ahead and yay for the nat 20, but let me just go ahead and set the scene.
We
You
still
guys-
have to roll our perception.
You guys are standing there, talking to your party, telling them that you're going into the schoolhouse and to wait here. All of a sudden, there's a large gust of wind and dust stirs around. Your party kind of shields their eyes, and when they open them again, vanished.
We sneaky bitches.
Yee. I gotta draw that now. Oh my god, I'm gonna draw
Dude.
that.
We just ninja'd. We legit ninja'd out of there.
Yareth wants in on the investigation, but he's going to come from the top, and he's also going to try to stealth.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's not bad.
That's not a bad
Stealthy
stealth.
bird.
I'll go ahead and give it to you. There's
From the
there's
top, he,
cloud
like, gliding
cover,
over the
they
roof.
just don't see you.
Amayori, are you just gonna stand there and wait for us?
She'll kind of just walk around the outside and
Perimeter check.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Check all the entrances and exits.
Damn.
And that's a 22 for my perception for Twig.
I love all my modifiers. They're all great.
All right. Let's just hold on a second, guys. Amiori, are you stealthing as well?
Not particularly.
Okay, then never mind. Everyone make perception checks. Twig, you went in the front door, correct?
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and start with you. As you enter the schoolhouse, you see a large room with tables and chairs. They've all been destroyed. In the middle of the room, there's some stones that have been gathered. It looks like it's a fire pit. With that perception roll, I would tell you that it does not appear that anyone's been in this building in a long while.
Starchild rolled a 17 for perception.
All right.
He did like the overhead looking for holes in the ceiling, which I assume there might be.
Okay, Starchild, you're next, so I will go ahead. On the roof, you see a stone statue, but other than that, you don't see much. You see the roof caved in. You see inside. You can kind of see inside the building. You can see Yurton and Twig kind of entering from both sides.
Cool. I'm gonna perch on the stone statue.
Caroline, from the back, you see that there's a
I'm not
large.
Caroline, it's Yurton.
Yurton, sorry, I apologize. Yurton,
It's okay.
I play in too many groups, and you're in two of my groups.
It's okay.
Yurton, you enter through the back door, and you see a large amount of firewood has been stacked up back there. You see some footprints that look that have left, and with the 17-year-old, I will say that you believe that the footsteps have left about 2 to 3 days prior.
Okay. I'm just gonna like enter through the back still.
Okay, and once more, I'm missing a perception. Amiori, what did you roll?
Well, Amayori's rolling that up. Is this a single room schoolhouse or multi-room?
This is a single room schoolhouse.
Okay.
Oh, those are so cute.
I rolled an awesome 9.
And with that, you kind of hear this scuttering from up top, and you look up and you see a Starchild flying around up above you.
Great.
I'm gonna investigate the statue I'm perched on.
You sat down on the statue?
Yeah, I perched on it.
Okay.
Is it not structurally sound?
I'm going to need you to roll for initiative.
Initiative?
What?
Nani?
I'm just gonna say Dono's in the chat and said golem the moment you landed on the thing.
Bollocks. Okay.
Drunk, you told us not to worry.
Well, yeah, I didn't expect...
Wait, we have a bard. We're good.
I'm the bard. I'm perched on the whatever it is.
We also had
25.
a long rest. So everybody has full spells.
25 on my initiative.
Oh yeah, initiative.
That would be smart.
I was worried about it.
Wait, I get a reroll nat
structurally
ones.
sound.
Wait, I don't get a reroll nat ones on initiative, do I?
I
No.
don't think so.
Well, it's a 4 total. It's initiative, so it's not like the crit matters. So 4.
Amayori got another 9.
19.
All right, we'll go ahead and start. Let me get my notebook so I can keep track of initiative order. Give me just a second.
If it helps, I can always make a Discord channel for it.
Yes, if you don't mind.
Yeah, takes 2 seconds.
All right, I'll have you do that real quick, and he goes first. So, as you kind of are looking at this statue you're perched on, you recognize it as a
you go.
giant stone gargoyle.
Stone gargoyle.
And he was going to leave you guys alone because of the rolls, but you landed on him.
All I
Oh.
saw was a harmless statue.
So, a dirty 20, I'm assuming, hits your armor class.
Oh, yeah, armor class 16.
You know the other reason why Raylos is good? Because
Because he
he's
can
the
heal?
he's the tanky one too.
And you take 8 points of damage as this gargoyle reaches up, grabs you with his claw, and throws you off.
Like
Ouch.
him and Amayori are our frontline fighters, and all the soft people went inside.
But it's a caved-in roof.
Is this something I would see since I'm outside and I saw him flapping around?
Yes, you would.
Want me to swap it to combat music for you, drunk, or do you got it?
I queued it up already. It just has to. wait for
If
song
the
to end.
queue's on repeat, you have to stop the queue before you start the new song.
Well, if you don't mind doing that for me, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, I realized just now. I forgot to tell you that. Because it puts it in the queue, but on repeat it just plays whatever's in the list. Give me 1 sec. I'm way down the initiative, so keep going while I do this.
All right, Starchild, you are up. You just took a swipe and got thrown off. I will say, because of your bird reflexes, you would have caught yourself midair.
Mid-flight?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna cast, wow, I don't know what works on a gargoyle. So I'm gonna cast, hold on.
I believe in you.
Okay. He's gonna cast Detect Magic on the gargoyle.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna cast Detect Magic on himself so that he can see, what might work on the gargoyle. Like, based on what kind of magic it uses.
I don't think it works like that, but
Detect Magic allows you to see an aura of any magical thing around it and tells you the school.
The school of magic.
Gargoyles are creatures. They're not. Are gargoyles constructs?
Gargoyles.
That's what I was thinking.
Because if it's a
Gargoyles are
construct, it would
creatures.
just tell you that it's
they're considered an elemental.
They're
Yeah,
they're an
so-
elemental?
if it's a construct, it would just show you whatever school of magic was used to create it. But yeah, that's the thing. I thought gargoyles were elementals.
They're considered an earth elemental.
So I see that it is a creature of Earth.
Yes.
Cool. That is a first level spell. Do I have any other action? Wait, do I have any bonus actions? I do have bonus actions. My inspiration. I see. Is it Amiyori's outside, right?
Yes, she is.
I'm gonna whistle to Amiyori and give her bardic inspiration as I, fly, catch myself, and just kind of whistle and be like, "Hey, that's a golem. I mean, that's a gargoyle." That's just kind of hover in the air.
Okay, that will bring us up to Yurton if you are done with your turn. Yurton, you hear this yelling of Starchild as he gets flung. I will say, based off of what you guys were doing, you could see through the open roof that this gargoyle just appeared and shanked him and threw him off, and you also heard him yell.
How close am I to this gargoyle?
I'd say the gargoyle was on the roof of the schoolhouse. I'd say it's about 15 feet in the air.
Feet. You said 15 feet?
Yeah, it's a single room, single story schoolhouse. Well, yeah, 15 feet. More like
Okay.
12 and a half, but well, semantics.
Alright, I think I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at it. I just gotta
Okay.
remember what it does because I've been having like, just give me like 1 quick second.
So I will say this: thank you guys for proving me wrong once again. The random encounters proved that the gargoyle was not going to attack, but then he got landed on.
Okay. So it's an instantaneous. Do I roll for that? I'm sorry, I'm like blanking tonight.
I don't have magic missile up here in front of me.
Magic missile, because this came up in a conversation the other day. It's a dex check, I believe, for
Okay.
the creature.
So
And I have the
these aren't
spell
the-
list, since I have D&D Beyond pulled up.
Okay.
All right, I will make my dex check while you verify that quick.
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
And he would definitely fail. He nat 1'd on his dex check.
Yay! So that's just not gonna be much, but it's something.
You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. The darts all strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature or
Okay. So
several.
so
Oh,
what
there's
I'm-
not even a dex check. It's just it hits.
yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna try to shoot it to push it down to the ground. That's 4 damage.
Okay, I will tell you that because of you firing up at it, it would blast it into the air.
Okay.
So it is
Yeah.
now flying.
That's
And-
3d4, not just one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a d4 for each. Dart.
Oh,
thank
and-
you
Can
for
we do
catching
that?
that, Jameson.
may I do that again?
No worries.
Yeah, you're gonna roll 2 more of those.
Okay. I'll just do 2 d4s on that time. Is that okay?
That is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 plus that's 10 total.
It'd be 7
7?
because plus 1 to each dart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 7, 11 total for your damage.
Okay.
That's actually a really solid hit.
Solid
Woo.
hit, yay! Good. And then next in the initiative order would be Amiyori.
Okay.
Inspired!
It's in the air.
Yeah, what does the Bardic Inspiration do?
It's extra
You-
dice, right?
You roll a d6 and it gives you it on saves and it does it on attack rolls
It's
as
on-
well.
Give
Yeah,
me a
it's
It's
second.
on
and
attack
saves, I
rolls
believe.
and saves.
No, it's only attack rolls if you have a specific Bardic college.
Oh.
Oh.
That's right,
Uh,
because I took College of Swords and it gives you that on attack
Yeah,
rolls as well.
College of Swords lets you use it for attack rolls. Otherwise,
I only play College of Swords.
I love College of Swords. I was so glad when Shop Dabble turned me on to
and
it.
it's a D8. At 5th level, it becomes a D8 instead of a D6.
Ah,
You are
I'm College
right.
of Lore.
Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die, a d8, and add the number rolled to one ability check. Oh no, it is attack roll or saving throw. Oh no, College of Swords lets you add it to damage rolls. That's right. So yeah, you can use it on attack rolls, saving throws, or ability checks.
Awesome.
But it's
This
only to
ladies and
succeed,
gentlemen,
not
is
for
what you
damage.
check.
You can wait until after you've rolled your d20 to decide if you want to use Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
But you must decide before the DM says if it succeeds or fails.
Sounds good.
I believe in you.
You're inspired.
Amiyori's gonna pull out her trident and throw it.
Yeet!
You know what I'm thinking? It's like that thinking like you throw the disc and you shoot it.
Are you saying that
I think
Amayori
shot
is
put-
skeet shooting?
Yeah, like Yonatan like launched it.
So
Like we pulled
she got a
it.
22. Does a
Nice.
22 hit?
That's a 22 hit. You know it hits.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you.
I didn't know we had 2 bards.
1 bard, 2 rogues, and a barbarian with a hellhound.
I was gonna
Right.
say a partridge in a pear tree, but that works.
Okay, so that would be 9 damage, and then she also, if she can, for her movement, can she do like an acrobatics or something to try to climb up the side of the building to get up there?
I think you can just climb, right? Like you don't even have to roll in acrobatics. Dono? Sorry, drunk.
I'm with you on that one. She can just climb.
Okay, so I can just climb it.
Sorry, I'll stop the backseat DMing.
No, I'm like Dono. I appreciate the
I embrace it.
gestures because you and me both know that when you play so many campaigns with DM so many, sometimes shit just gets confusing.
Okay, so she's gonna climb up there and help out, and then her hellhound would go at the same time. Yeah.
Yes.
Is do you think that being a hellhound he'd be able to jump up there?
I mean, dogs can jump pretty far. It's a demonic creature, but I don't think it could jump the distance to that. I'll let you roll for it if you want.
I do. What do you want me to roll?
Make a dex check for your hellhound.
I can pull up Hellhound stats if you need them.
She says she has it.
Wunderbar.
Maybe half movement while carrying the dog.
It's 19. He rolled a
Damn.
19.
Damn, I said roll for it. I'll allow it.
Okay, so the hellhound's gonna jump up there, and
I'd like to just go ahead and just hit you kind of whistle to your hellhound. He kind of takes a couple steps back, takes a couple more, takes his running, and just jumps up and lands up there with you.
Airbud.
okay, so he's going to use his fire breath, and the creature has to make a dex save.
That's a natural 20.
Well, I guess he saves on that.
Doesn't he still take
So
half
he'll
damage?
take half damage.
I really should have reconsidered giving you that damn thing.
21 damage of fire.
Damn, girl.
I also
That's
did
hot.
not read this thoroughly enough, and he has like pack tactics too, so he has advantage on attack rolls if there's somebody within 5 feet that's a helper.
Damn.
It's a comrade.
Okay.
You know the only downside to all this? You
Yes.
got another weapon?
Oh yeah. Your weapon is currently pierced into the stone of a
Oh yeah,
gargoyle.
no, I have like 3 or 4 other weapons. I'm good.
Oh, good. Smart barbarian.
Twig, Harumble Bumble. As long as
Uh,
Amiori is done, you're on deck.
Can Twig see all of this through the collapsed roof?
Yes, you can.
Then I'm going to... Twig's going to just kind of stare at it and go, you stony bitch. And he is going to... let me see. What do I need to roll for this? Okay, so it's... he is going to reach out with his hand and cast Chill Touch. And that's a 23 to choke a bitch.
That definitely hits.
And then that's 2d8.
Nice shot.
Not 2d80, god damn it. 6 damage as the necrotic hand just grabs this thing around its stony throat and starts to squeeze.
I think I have that spell too.
It's a really good cantrip.
It is a wonderful one.
I think I have it.
I just don't know why it's called Chill Touch and it's not ice damage as opposed to necrotic.
Yeah.
It's necrotic, so the idea is you're summoning like a ghost hand. It's just they
Remember-
shouldn't have used the word touch. They should have like named it Chill Grip or something like that. But
the
this
icy
is
touch of
elemental,
death.
not undead. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the icy touch of death coming its way.
Oh, I have that too.
Yeah, it's a solid cantrip. I am then going to use my bonus action to hide like a bitch.
Ha!
Which, with the advantage... Okay, so it's a 28 stealth.
Ninja. You want to describe it this time?
So Twig is going to throw his hand up, just call out the command, see the ghostly hand grab on and cling to this thing, and then he's going to look around and see a little hole in the rubble and dive into it as the wind blows dust in front of where he was.
I like it.
So to anybody looking at him, dust went in front of where he was, and then he was gone.
Okay, and that brings us up to the gargoyle. Yurton, did we skip you?
No, you got me. I did magic missile.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yurton's second.
Wifey Monk just asked what you had done. I'm like, wait a second, I don't remember. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Did
just
the
I'm
most
trying to-
damage of the round.
Yeah,
I
I'm
did.
trying to
I did
keep
the
like,
magic up the missile.
Good
also
deal.
Needing a large
Oh, are you
lollipop.
trying to track notes to the point of like what each of us is doing in combat?
But if it's cool.
Dude, yeah.
This is what she
helps.
does. This
Our
is why I
personal
love it.
campaign stenographer.
I spaced out for a minute and I was like, oh shit, I gotta catch up.
I'm just glad it's not me.
As he did not like getting blasted with fire, you hear this just gut-wrenching screech from this thing. And it dives on the Hellhound, making its multi-attack.
Uh-oh.
For the bite, does a 12 hit your Hellhound's armor class?
No.
Could you?
For the claw attack, does a 15 hit your Hellhound's armor?
Yes.
Okay, and just the other claw does a 1923 hit. Okay.
Oh no, that one misses, but the 15 definitely hits.
Your Hellhound takes 13 points of damage as this thing dives down upon him, tries to bite him. He kind of shirks it off, and then the gargoyle kind of swings around and just clawed to the side of your Hellhound.
It's not very nice.
And that brings us up to Starchild. What will our bard do now?
Okay, so the bird bard is hovering in the air, looking at the gargoyle, and he decides to bestow a curse upon the stony wretch. And has to make a wisdom save of 16.
It failed.
Okay, so I bestow upon this gargoyle the curse of lackadaisicalism, which means at the beginning of each turn, it must succeed a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it wastes an action of its turn doing nothing.
That's smart.
That's
You
pretty
just see,
cool.
you see him like take one big flap of his wings, setting him up higher so he can take a second while he floats down and kind of cover his eyes, and then reveal like a blinding green light, and it casts over the gargoyle, and you can see the gargoyle's eyes also turn green. And then for my bonus action, I give another inspiration. Well, no, actually no. What can I? Gotta be selfish now. You gotta be more selfish with these things. Bonus action.
Do I get to keep that inspiration until I use it, or is it just on the one turn?
Up to 10 minutes.
Up to 10 minutes of
Okay.
So can I use 2-weapon fighting to throw a dagger at the gargoyle?
I believe you can use the offhand, right?
Yes.
Or do you actually have the 2-weapon fighting feat?
Under bonus actions, I have actions in combat, 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah. And you take the attack action and attack with like. It says when you take the attack action, you can do it with the.
Okay.
I'll defer to Drunk on that because this is just the basic 2-weapon fighting thing where you can bonus action attack with a offhand,
Secondary
and
weapon.
it just doesn't have the modifier.
Did you have the dagger out to begin with?
Well, no.
If you had the dagger out to begin with, I would have said, yeah, you could toss it at him. But as you didn't, I'm going to go ahead and defer to no for this round.
Okay. Can I see one of our stealthy friends in the building?
You can see Yurthin. You cannot see Twig.
You know what? I'm going to inspire the dog. I'm going to inspire the dog and say, "Good job, boy."
Rover.
I'll
Send
allow it.
Nightmare right over.
So I sing, I don't know, I sing like 2 bars of Red Rover, and the dog's ears perk up. He's like, "Oh, okay."
Wait, you're going with Red Rover instead of Who Let the Dogs Out?
Honestly, I was gonna go with Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh, better option. Better option.
I love that show.
Okay. Provided your turn is over.
That is my turn.
Yurtin, you're on deck.
Oh gosh, that is aggressing a little bit. Damn it, you threw me off. Can I still see the gargoyle still?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna magic missile it one more time.
Go for it.
Yee. So it's 3d4 or 4d4? Huh,
3d4.
thank you. Oops.
Make sure you add 3 on top of that.
Yeah, I almost forgot. Thank you.
Not a problem.
That's 8.
And with that, you would you like to describe what happens as it dies?
Okay. So as I see it having the chill touch still upon it, I wait until I see one of the fingers from the actual spell itself open up, and I'm just gonna pierce it right through the finger of the chill touch spell. So that has the necrotic, and there's a little extra oomph.
Okay, and with that, combat is over.
Yay!
Woo!
Wait a minute, it's the first time I actually got to go, how do you want to end this?
Yeah, you gotta, how do you want to do this?
I'm so happy! Oh my gosh.
I did some damage today.
Yay! Okay, I'm digressing. Give me a moment.
So once he sees that the combat's over, Twig would climb out of his little hidey hole. Since that took less than 10 seconds.
Yes, that was supposed to not happen. So what are my players doing now?
Twig is gonna just look around. Anybody hurt?
I got a scratch. Yeah. They got the jump on me.
My pup's a little hurt, but he should be all right after some rest.
All right.
Yurton's
You
just-
still... Oh, go ahead.
Yurton's just gonna turn to you and be like, I thought you were a cop.
Yeah, doesn't mean I'm stupid enough to not take cover.
Well, you're supposed to protect others, aren't you?
I choked a bitch. I can't say that and stay serious.
I'm sorry. We're talking about combat, not your bedroom preferences there, Twig.
Oh wow, chill touch would be handy for that. Get it? Handy.
Oh my god!
My lord. My lord, save this chat.
I'm going to hell so fast.
I broke.
I'm sorry. No,
Yurton's just gonna stay quiet at that and laugh and take it as the absolute wrong way and then give, like, Twig the okay sign.
Yurton, are you still good to take first watch?
The giggles
No.
have taken over.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hate you!
Oh, we're all doomed. Oh, I love playing with you guys.
Yes. Y'all assholes are my kind of people.
See, you made her mute herself.
Yeah, so if Yurton will take the first watch, then Twig will take
Yurton's
second.
going to take the first watch.
Okay, let's go ahead and just have you make a perception check to see if anything else happens.
How many watches are we doing here?
It's 8 hours, right? So 2 hours each.
Sounds good to me.
And then
I'll take third.
Bird Boy gets fourth at dawn.
Early bird gets the worm, I guess.
Once everybody's asleep, Twig would like to go and find wherever Yurton is perched and have a conversation, though.
Okay, I'll allow that if you guys want to after the perception roll, depending on its outcome.
Do you want me to do it before, or do you want me to do it after?
Go ahead and do it after. We'll go ahead and take a couple minute reprieve while you and Shop go do your thing in the other chat.
Oh no, I wanted to do this in chat.
Okay, you want everyone to deafen themselves?
Just don't don't make me giggle.
Okay. Go ahead.
Either everybody can deafen themselves or they can listen. Their character doesn't know it.
That'll work. Go for it.
So yeah,
Have your chat.
Once he knows for sure that Starchild, Amiori, and Raylos are like out for the count, Twig is gonna go and find Yurton and just hey Yurton, you doing okay?
Yeah, why?
Did you read the memory shard?
Oh, yeah, kinda. It's been a while. Is that it?
I'm not
you have had
sure
I know you
about
have had
Amiori. No, yeah, I slipped you one when you were sleeping yesterday.
Oh, that one. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we can trust Amiori. If she's tied up in this somehow.
That's why I try to get her to figure.
Yeah.
We could have seen, but yeah.
When we get back into the city, one of us should try and encode everything that's been going on and put it in a drop. You broke up there. And get
Kawhi, I do apologize.
That's
you are
on
really broken.
Yeah, your connection's going weird, Allie. Better?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
You can't handle the truth.
Actually, I watched that clip for the first time in so long, and it's like, when you hear the full speech that he gives, it is so much better.
Yes, it is.
Can you hear us, Allie? Oh, did we lose Allie's audio?
Yep.
There we go.
Yep, we can hear you. There you are.
Okay, you guys so robotic and someone tried to.
You're still a bit robotic too.
Hello.
Hello?
I can hear you. It's super robotic.
Yeah, I think your connection's really, really bad right now.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your perception check. I'll allow you and Twig to do the rest of your talk later.
We'll call it above game if Twig just tells you that we should send in a report to the higher ups for
yeah.
Man, if I could remember the name of our guild for the Dimir, and then just keep an eye on Amiori, and then he wanders off to go to sleep.
Alright.
Okay. And with that, nothing. It was a quiet night. You hear some mice and rats scurrying off, and the rest of your watch passes without anything. You go and wake up Twig. Damn it, Twig.
You wake up a strange half-elf prince that you've never met before. Yeah, Twig's gonna find a nice place that he can perch, and just be able to see the area around him. And unless anybody wants to talk, he'll roll perception.
Roll perception.
16.
Again, another quiet couple hours passes. You hear some fighting that might be off in the distance amongst the goblins, but nothing close by that seems to worry you. And that brings us up to Amiori. Damn it.
Damn it, Janet. Okay. So Amiori will do perception, I guess.
Bless you.
Thank you. Hey, Goon,
Huh?
did you ever host the stream?
I didn't have time.
Should do it now.
A whopping 10.
You fall asleep on your watch. Couple hours pass, and all of a sudden Starchild's up for his watch, and he comes out and he sees you just passed out there.
Ah, poor soul. He gives it no mind, and he just, sits next to her. He does his watch.
All right, and with that, I'll have one final perception to see whether anything happens.
20, no.
We're all gonna die.
Plus... what was it? Perception, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have advantage. Wow.
Yay!
17.
And for your advantage?
Might as well.
Never know. Might nat 20 and find yourself staring at a... what are those things called? They're like essentially rocks.
Oh, you
there
had
it
to
is.
frickin' say that.
26. Critical. Critical bird watch.
All right, talk amongst yourselves for a second. There were literally only two ways for anything to happen.
Critical bird watch. Dang my keen bird eyesight.
What are we gonna do with you?
I don't know. Forget that I have
Oh.
advantage on everything.
I need to remember what this creature is, because it's just stuck in my head. It's an elemental that's essentially just a living boulder, and they're like super friendly.
Is it cute? Can I have a pet rock?
Give me a
That's
minute.
a
and I'll-
boulder.
I
I'll
want a
think
pet
of it
rock.
once I can remember
That's
what-
adorable.
I
Just
like
draw a face on
boulders.
it. Draw
you
a
guys hear
crudely
me?
drawn face with like a squiggly mouth for a line.
A Galabdur.
Cute.
Have you ever seen those?
No!
I have.
I will. I'll post a thing.
It'd be
Oh,
funny because
friends.
naturally birds and stones are natural enemies.
Would you name it Rocky?
No. No.
Should name it
No.
Okay.
No.
How about
I would name him Grant.
What about Stone Child?
No. His name will be Grant if he exists.
Because you'd be taking him for granted.
No!
I like that one.
Because he's 100k kilos.
And if you leave him, he would be a diorite.
Shut up. You're making me feel really Malachite right now.
I love you
All right,
guys.
I can't find what I was gonna do, so I'm just
These
going
puns
to admit.
really rock.
Here, just have him see what I was joking about. I just put the wiki for it in the Guild City general chat. They're super fucking cute.
How do you spell it?
Galebduhr. Galabdur.
It's like Caleb Door.
Don't be salty.
If
That
you
pops
are-
up in front of you.
Yeah, they're completely non-violent. They're just like they're essentially elemental guardians of the earth.
Oh my god. It's adorable. How tall is it? Holy
gonna-
crap.
They're short.
Medium.
If I could play something as a creature as a player race, I would play a Galabdor.
Oh my gosh, that would be adorable.
He's so
Dude.
cute.
He can animate boulders.
He is an animated boulder.
We all are an animated boulder.
Is that our? Can we make that a family thing? Like Groot is we are all Groot. We are an animated boulder.
We are boulders.
We are
All
boulder.
right. So what do you
Okay.
do as this thing pops up in front of you?
What is it? What is it? Like slowly saunter up towards me?
No, it there was a rock on the ground in front of you, and it just rolls out into this thing.
Well, the Earth is gonna look at it, and he's gonna think, we just fought a really scary rock thing, but this thing doesn't look scary at all. He plays a dwarven song of about a mountain, as he thinks, and he's like, this thing is adorable. What? Oh. So I'm gonna see. What would I have to roll to befriend this rock creature?
Do it.
Too bad we don't have rock handling.
Aww.
But he has a bard. He could do rock and roll.
I love
Shut
that.
up.
I love that.
Let's see. Persuasion.
Man.
I could persuade it. If it's feeble mind.
Go ahead and try and persuade it.
Okay, I have advantage plus.
I believe in you.
Mayori would then wake up and be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Shh. I will name him Grant. Okay.
Can he be Hugh Granite?
Okay, and I have advantage. I have my advantage circle has a ring around it. That's how advantage I have on persuasion. Roll d20 plus 11. 24.
God damn it.
Hello, small, stony friend. Would you like to be my friend? And then he holds out his wing, as if to shake this adorable rock creature's hand.
This creature kind of looks at you in the eye. You kind of hear this sound that sounds like two rocks clinking together. Then it jumps on you and gives you a hug.
Oh!
Can we just
You're this crying tears of joy.
You just got glomped by a boulder, so I don't think you'd be in a joyful state.
I would imagine him. He jumps onto me, and then the earth gets slammed onto the wall of the schoolhouse, the outside wall. It's like, it's pain, loving pain. This pain is lovely. I shall name you Grant, and we shall be best friends. What do you say to that, Grant?
He just hugs you even tighter. I will tell you, this thing is smaller than the average, so you would deduce that it's fairly young.
But you are so cute. You are so tiny, little friend Grant. And I put him down, and I pick up a rock, and it's like, what do you eat? Do you eat rocks? Are you hungry? What do you eat?
He just kind of sits down next to you and kind of burrows himself, kind of rolls back into a boulder and kind of just rolls itself right up against you, and that ends your watch.
Grant!
And I will figure out what to do with this next session.
Mayori just kind of looks super confused and not really sure what to do.
I have a friend now. His name is Grant, and he's a rock.
Is
that you telling us that we're done?
No, we still have to
Okay.
get to our guest.
Oh.
Is that rock
Okay.
squishing you? Are you okay over there?
Oh my goodness, what? I'm gonna try to manage extras here. Is it a beast companion? No, what is this?
The companion.
We'll just label it as companion for now, and me and you will
Yeah,
get
but
This
together
is
on
a
this.
party companion, because technically Galabdurs are a sentient race.
Yes, they are. This one's just kind of slow.
It's young.
Yes, exactly. Think of a young Barry.
What languages do I speak?
I want those two to meet now.
Okay.
Do you speak rock?
I do not speak elemental. That's what I was checking for.
Pet.
Would that be under Celestial?
No, elemental is an independent
I
language.
feel like I need to buy Galabdor now.
Dude, it is.
Okay, so what are my players doing?
We're all awake now, right?
Yerton's kind of still asleep. But yes, half awake.
Twig is gonna
Well-
kind of nudge Yurt and just be like, "Am I dreaming, or did Starchild grow a boulder overnight? And is that boulder smiling at me?"
To be
I just
honest,
realized Twig's voice is like a slightly gruffer version of Castiel.
I love that.
Yeah, actually,
Facts.
now that you say that, I hear that.
I hear it. Oh,
All right, so back to gameplay.
That
What
was
are
a
we
long
doing?
rest, right?
Yeah.
honestly, I
Okay.
don't care what
Yeah,
the
go.
Star Child does. If he wants to have a rock companion, he goes and have it. Good for him. Just, yeah.
This is
I'm
my
accepting it.
this is my rock friend. His name is Grant.
Congratulations. Maybe he'll be extra salt for you when you get cooked eventually.
Yori would just shrug. I have a dog
Roast
that's on
chicken.
fire. Why not have a rock come along too?
Anyways, do we continue to the main city or not?
Yes,
Oh,
let's
we
make
most
haste.
definitely do.
Let's make haste. Come on,
Yeah.
Grant.
Yerton's just gonna be like in the back of the party, like gonna be like, in the far back.
Are you gonna carry it the whole way, or is it gonna
Please
gonna
roll.
walk?
It's kind of rolling along behind the party.
I
Is
got-
it grabbing its ankles and just in a ball?
Please say yes.
We can.
I'm picturing those golems from Frozen.
Yeah.
Yes, the trolls.
Roll.
So,
So-
cute.
So, watching it roll, Amayori would probably giggle, and she doesn't normally giggle.
Oh my goodness, Yorith is gonna see his little rock friend rolling, and he's gonna try to walk on top of it like a circus act.
I thought you were gonna sing "Break My Stride."
I will.
Is just gonna kind of look at this and look around to make sure nobody notices, and I'm willing to roll stealth for this, and he's gonna smile, and then go back to his normal like,
Roll
grumpy.
roll a stealth check.
I want to do a perception check to see if I see it.
And it's got advantage, so let's see. That's a 25.
Good luck.
Good luck.
There's no way
Ain't
in fuck
nobody
I'm gonna
catching
get
me.
that. Yeah.
Well, you might. I play with a 3.5 variant rule. If you roll a nat 20, it's a plus 10.
Wow.
And if you roll a nat 1, it's a negative 10.
We're just rolling along with my rock friend. It's big adventures and the adventure.
Yeah, I don't
we're
notice
just
anything.
rocking and rolling
I'm,
with me
I'm
and my
imagining
friend.
this as Twig looks at this, looks around really quick, smiles, sees Amayori's head start to turn, so Amayori turns, and it's just that. What?
What are you looking at?
Completely
All right.
like grumpy plain face.
The next day's travel passes without incident. You notice less and less rubble and less people the closer you get to the city. As you walk into the city, into this district, it's a lot of just peasants and not a lot of what you would picture as good guild members. They're just kind of normal, everyday citizens. And you make your way quietly, going thicker and thicker into the city as people are waking up and opening their shops. You see some Azorius law mages coming out, some Orzhov restaurants starting to open. You see the occasional angel fly overhead, headed to Sunhome. And you just make your way back into the city. This is the first time in probably about 4 or 5 days you've seen anyone from the city.
So Yurton's just gonna be like more quieter and quieter and stuff. Just so you know.
Yerth is gonna pick up Grant and put him on his back like a backpack.
Make a strength check.
Oh shit!
This should be funny.
This is not. That's a dumb stat.
He's a boulder. He weighs probably about 200 pounds.
Yeah, even a small boulder is very heavy.
Hey, you know what?
6.
We don't see Starchild for a year. When he comes back, he's got 5 levels of Barbarian and a 20 on Strength.
You pick it up and it kind of lifts it just slightly, and then you crush your finger with one of your feathers with it.
I guess you're staying on the ground, Grant. For now.
It's a boulder. That's where it belongs.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
All boulders are rocks, but not
not
all
all rocks
rocks
are
are boulders.
Grant
just
doesn't need to
focus on
take
the
this from
mission?
you.
Okay, so where are we going?
Are we heading to Selesnya?
Yeah, we're heading to the tree.
World Tree.
Lead on, Starchild.
With pleasure.
Wonderful.
Come on,
So, yeah,
Grant.
quick question.
We're going home. Well,
Answer.
home away from home.
Is there like a lot of people out and about, or is there just like a normal amount?
Think of like if you went to a small town that's just kind of the main strip of the town where people are opening shops and things.
Okay. So like Yurton's just gonna be like immediately quieter than usual.
Yep, and
She doesn't like having a lot of people around her.
as you guys are traveling, remember it's going to take you about 2 hours to get through to the district you need to. More and more people will be coming out, and by about the time you guys get there, the streets will be jostling.
Yeah, Yurton's throwing on her hood.
So it's about an hour to get there, right?
2
Yeah.
hours. I didn't know if you
Oh.
would like to converse or not while you guys were
I
on
was
your way.
wondering if anybody else was gonna converse.
No, Twig's just kind of like the way he's moving has changed the moment they've entered like the city, and he's gone like you see other law mages and Liev members, and his stance and his motion and everything is a lot closer to what theirs is compared to his normal like kind of relaxed grump. So he's a little more stiff-backed and just kind of like eyes scanning the crowd. Of course, since he's a halfling, that's more like eyes scanning the kneecaps, but you get the idea.
As you guys get close to the Vitugazi, someone another law mage standing near the Vitugazi, just kind of walking down the road, sees you, Twig. He comes running up, and you recognize him as another law mage equal to Jeffrey by the name of Philip.
Hello, Philip.
And I'm trying to keep all the Azorius kind of funny human names, so you're going to have to go with that.
Love
And
it.
so this human Philip comes running up to you, and he kind of leans in and whispers in your ear, "Have you seen Jeffrey? He's been gone for a few days."
We just got back into town. I need to file a report. We found his body. He was murdered from the appearance of it.
At this, Philip kind of stands bolt upright. "Where are you going? We need to talk immediately."
I am currently on case, tracking the people that killed him. I will return to the office to discuss and update as soon as I can. But I can't let this go too long. Don't want to risk losing a lead.
As he sees that you kind of are approaching the Vitugazi, he kind of raises a knowing eye and says, "Conduct your business. When you get a minute or two of downtime, we need to talk. Don't
Will
delay."
do.
and he kind of turns and he hurries off to another law mage who's up the road who he was walking with, whispers in his ear, and you see them both bolt to the Azorius guild hall.
Yeah, and then at that point, Twig would be like taking out a piece of paper and starting to write down a report as we're walking and moving.
You're just gonna. Oh, you can go.
Okay. Amayori would definitely notify the group and be like, I need to return home for a little bit here soon as well. I have a couple people I need to talk to.
Okay.
Are you leaving, Amiori?
I can keep up for now. I also know Tangier, and it's been a little while, and boy, have I missed seeing his face.
Can I make an insight to see if she's lying?
Ditto.
Go for it.
Sweet. Would it be insight?
Yes.
My character sheet pulled back up because I accidentally closed it.
19.
Okay, I'll wait for Twig to get his in there, and then I'll tell you both at the same time what you guys see or what you guys insight from that conversation.
Okay, it's a +0, so 16.
Okay, you both rolled well enough. You know that. Give me just a second. Some music just started playing out of my wife's computer, and it's distracting.
You're good. Oof. Should we do a shameless plug of don't forget our viewers to subscribe to the Twitch stream and the YouTube channel?
Please follow and subscribe to us on Twitch, and also please follow and click that notification bell on YouTube so you can see when we upload. Also, feel free to follow us on Twitter. We always try and post up when we're going live or when a new video is coming out. And keep an eye out for next week with our next episode of DM Junkies, hosted by the one, the only Kawaii RMS.
It was so much fun.
I love DM Junkies, and I really appreciate you putting that out. I would like to say I would like to participate again if you need somebody.
Yeah, I'm looking for new participations, actually. I got to figure out my schedule for April because the last one I have is Mr. Shikadance, which will be the first week for his interview will be on April 3rd. So that's a reminder if he's watching this. But yeah, after that, I'm open, but I'm going to double check my schedule to make sure I'm actually open.
All right.
So I'll let people know. And this is open to any DM that's interested, but they have to be above the age of 18.
Yes, please. Okay. You guys both kind of see that look in her eyes, and you can tell she does know Tangier, but you see the look of murder in her eyes and betrayal.
I'm gonna give Twig a certain look that's basically like giving him the look of I might go follow. So I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, Twig's just gonna kind of nod at Yurton and then move.
As you approach the V2Gazi, you see two centaurs out front with axes, great axes. Yes, great axes. Standing guard outside the tree, and they stop you as you guys approach.
Has Amiori left yet?
No, she's going with you as far as I was assuming.
I'll kind of go on after we talk to Tangier.
Okay. I mean, whatever.
Hello, fellas.
Oh, Bird Bard again. Are these people?
Yeah, you know me.
And the one centaur on the left, he kind of just rolls his eyes, and the one on the right, are these people with you?
Ah, yes, they're all with me. We're off to go see Tangier about some business. You know, typical things. He flashes his official seal on the inside of his vest.
Okay. Is anyone else looking at the centaurs as he says that name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You all kind of see when he says Tangier, they kind of get this scared look on their face. And they lets you in the door.
Thanks, big boys. Kind of smacks the rear of one of them on the way in.
Make a reflex save.
You just smacked the butt of a horse.
Dex check. Dex save, sorry.
Haha! Advantage I have.
Do you though?
I do.
Didn't save you last time.
Hey.
I believes in you.
+8.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Now just roll your advantage to see if you get a
Higher roll.
+8.
Another
Dirty
dirty
20!
Okay, as you smack the rear of this horse, it kind of this centaur, it rears up and kicks at you, and you just kind of start flapping your wings and float on above the. And he turns around and says, "Ass."
You know you love me.
It doesn't take you long once inside the Vitu-Ghazi. You see the beautifulness of the trees and the plants, the druids and the dryad, a couple of dryads, lots of just people that seem to be meditating and going about their business. And it doesn't take you long to find Tangier. He is in one of the farthest most sections, and he has a small office back there. And as you approach, you notice the door's closed, and you hear some swearing and thuds coming from inside his office.
Urith is gonna cover Grant's would-be ears.
Mayori would like to try to listen and see if she can hear anything.
Make a perception.
I believe in you. I didn't believe hard enough.
Oh,
no.
It's a 7.
All
You
you
don't have
hear,
my.
all you hear are muffled swears, and then all of a sudden it just stops. And the door.
Amayori's gonna hang to like the back of the group.
Oh,
And-
so you're next to me.
All of a sudden, the door swings open, and standing before you is a Luxodon. And will my guest please join us?
Yes, I am Tangier. I am a very large, 7'3", very hefty Luxodon. Wearing typical darker brown robes, nothing incredibly fancy. He's very nondescript, except for he's very large, and he's carrying a wooden staff.
Oh. Elephant Man. I had no idea where Lexodon was.
Part of the guild, and you don't know what a Luxodon is.
Listen, it's an obscure race, okay?
And what is the party?
My cousin's a Luxodon. My marriage.
Fuck, I heard Amiori laughing.
Sorry.
I'm a Luxodon.
Gareth is gonna throw up his wings and say, Tanji, how you doing, baby?
Yes, Starchild, it's been quite some time. How have you been? And who are these?
Oh, I've been wonderful. I've met these fine people in a tavern, and like as any most good stories go, I just tagged along.
Yeah, why did you?
For fun, of course. I also met this really fun friend of mine, meet Grant. Points to the small stone person next to me.
Yeah, it's pleasure to meet you, Grant. Now, who is that in the back? Is that Amayori, I see?
Amayori, get up here. You know Tunji.
Oh, Amayori would come up to the front with a big ass grin on her face.
How do you know him, Amayori? Hmm?
And Twig is giving her a glare.
Oh, we've done some business together.
Can I see if she's lying?
and I've missed you several times.
Insight.
Over and over.
I'm inciting this
The
bitch
way to word that.
because I am having bad gut feelings. 16.
Okay, are you inciting Amiori or Tangier?
Can I roll again and just do both? And that one be Amiori and the next one be Tangier?
Yes.
$13 for Tangier.
Okay. You again, you know she does know him. She's telling the truth, and it has been a while, and they've conducted business together.
And he has missed her a few times.
Yes, and when he says that he has missed her a few times, you kind of get this sinking suspicion that there was more to that statement than he's letting on.
Yerton's just gonna back off a couple steps, just uneasy, and it's very visible.
Well, Tangier, we'll have to get together very, very soon.
I'll make sure that I schedule an appointment.
Eureth
No,
is
no,
going
no,
to
no, no,
misread
no.
the situation. Eureth is going to misread what you guys are saying and take it as a romantic partnership.
Damn.
What race is
Oh.
Amayori again?
I had no idea.
She's a tiefling.
I had no
She
idea you
likes
guys had
it.
that kind of relationship.
What kind of relationship are you talking about?
Oh, that's that. I'd rather not embarrass you in front of our friends.
Realization hits.
Yeah.
Realization hits, and Amayori just goes, no. That is very much not the case.
Sure, it isn't. Anyway, Tunji, I believe why I forget. Why are we here?
Because, well, actually, Mr. Tangiers, can we speak privately in your office, please?
We're in the hallway, right?
Yes, I have an open. I'll invite you into my office. Most people don't seem to come over to my end of the building. Quite personal business, you see.
Yeah, once we're out of the hallway, Twig is going to just look at him and be like,
So, Grishnak's dead. Why are you trying to kill us?
Oh, I'm not trying to kill you. Grishnak was just a business partner. He worked for me for several various reasons. He seemed to be quite good at what he did. It's quite a shame to hear that he's dead.
That's what
Wonderful
happens when
sense
you
of humor,
try and
that
kill
one.
us. Yeah, you know, he laughed so hard he lost a kidney.
Or two.
So you're the reason he came in and was going on this rant and rave about vengeance of his kidney. These fools came and took his kidneys. I had no idea who exactly what it was about.
Yeah.
That must have been before I
Actually,
joined
over
them.
here, I need to visit that wizard and sell him the kidney.
because Selesnya.
Tangier, do you have any of that tea from last time? It was delightful. Really calmed me.
Yes, give me just a moment and I can get a pot brewed.
I don't know if you'd want to take anything from Tangier. You never know what you're going to get.
Actually, drunk, just because the thought occurred to me, did Tangier react to Yerton and Twig wearing the masks in public?
Yeah.
Extremely so. He was
Good.
shocked to see. He was kind of shocked to see Amiori there, and he played it off. And he was also shocked to see those masks.
Okay.
You're gonna see me light the fire for the tea out of my hand.
That's so cool.
Create
See,
fire.
isn't his spiritual powers incredible? Ah. He's
Oh.
very good at interior decorating. Look at his office.
I know.
I'm
You're-
totally blanking on what the whole scheme was that we had learned about. It's been 2 weeks. I'm brainless.
You were writing your thing about how the person died and stuff like that. And
No,
you-
I had been writing my report, but I'm trying to remember like all the shit we learned back then. It's been a couple weeks.
So Jeremy basically was like, we thought we had Jeremy a couple days ago, and then we saw Jeremy's dead body.
Jeffrey, right?
Jeffrey, yeah.
Jeffrey, not Jeremy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's a J. There's a Y at the end.
There are notes on this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go over a little bit.
It's on the notes.
Please do.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have the brain of a sleepy boy.
you found the note that Tanjir is a member, a supposed member of this cabal. At least that he gave orders to Grishnak. And you don't know what his role is in this, but you knew that you needed to talk to him to figure out your next steps.
Thank you. Alrighty.
That's right.
I dare you to make a Phoenix Wright reference.
I don't know what that is.
Twig suddenly achieves a solid pose as a icon pops up in front of him that says accuse.
So Tanjir, if you're not trying to kill us, what are you trying to do? Because so far you're implicated in the murder of a member of the Azorius Senate. At least one. Jeffrey.
That name definitely does not ring a bell.
Insight. I'm going way inside that.
Don't make insight.
6. I get sidetracked by some
Could I
fluff in my
try?
hair.
You know what?
Can I
I'm
try?
gonna insight.
Could I insight too?
Anyone who
Have-
wants to insight can insight.
half
Let's see how
advantage.
deceptive he is.
I have half advantage. I don't know what that
15.
means.
You add. Oh, so for Jack of all trades, where you're doing that, you add half of your proficiency score.
Oh, okay. So
So at
so
this level,
it says insight +4, and then what do I do then?
So
drunk, rounding up or down for stuff.
I always round down.
Okay, so you'd add a +1 to it.
Okay.
I got a
Our
15.
proficiency is currently +3.
Insight 14.
So, I will say that Yurton feels that there's something off, but none of you know for sure whether he's lying to you or not.
Yurton's going to intimidate. If that's okay with the DM.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Listen here, you elephant trunk son of a bitch. We know that there's something up, and I want to get answers, so give me the fucking answers, or, something might happen.
Yurton just went full
I
Karen.
know.
I love it. Go ahead and roll for it.
Surprised to see that.
Thanks. It's the dissociation. I'm still spacing, so it's really fun. Okay.
Prestidigitate like anime steam coming out of the ears. Devin!
right,
She's got the ferocity of a kitten!
Can Twig use the help action, just kind of standing behind her and pulling out, standing behind everybody so that Tanjir can see this, but not the rest of the group, and pull out the actual scroll and just kind of shake it in his hand and stare at Tanjir? Can I do that to give your
How dare you!
advantage?
You come into my office, and I offer you
on,
tea.
James.
Hold on. Okay, he's doing what I told him to. No, I've already made my decision on where to go from here. So, at this point, she's made her bed, and he is going to do
Okay.
this next section.
Then no intimidation. Got it.
You come into my office, and I offer you some very pristine tea. Something I've actually grown of myself. And
You cut out completely.
in this, you come into my office and offend me of a very grave misdeed. If you could, get out of my office and my building.
Yurton kind of does like a fuck you bow and then just heads out.
Yeah.
Yurith is going to cast Charm Person and kind of like wave his hand. Oh yeah, you have to make a Wisdom 16 saving throw. To
16 DC for James.
Wisdom, yeah, you have to make a Wisdom saving throw of 16 in order to not be charmed
Yurton's
by my
still
spell.
heated and walking out.
Give
Tangier.
me just.
I didn't hear you.
He said, "Give him a sec."
Okay.
Man, DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. Damn, you have a high DC. I love all you guys. This is delightful.
Yay.
Sorry that Yurton's just a low-key Karen.
It's okay. All D&D characters really are.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
he is charmed.
Tanji, you know me. I don't know these people. They don't speak for me. We can talk. Can't we, old friend?
Un moment.
Of course, Starchild. You have been ever so gracious the last few times we have spoken. But your companions.
Of
It'd be
course.
best
We'll
if
have
they
the
leave.
dog sit outside while we talk.
Outside
And
the
Amiori.
building.
Yurton's just gonna walk out.
Martin's like outside waiting for us.
Upon exiting the room, you have a couple of guards that had been heard the shouting and came out, and they're escorting you out of the building. This is a place of peace and tranquility. You must leave now.
I will keep the peace as long as I'm able to walk out of here.
And he's going to
Me and
escort
Twig will resume our conversation.
everybody but Starchild out of there.
They're coming into the room to take us out?
Yes, they are taking everyone but
May I-
Starchild out.
DM, may I roll persuasion to convince them to leave the rest of the party? And then just have
Can
me
I
get
roll
walked out?
stealth to hide so they don't see me?
I was going to request that Twig stays.
I'll allow Twig to roll the stealth. Unfortunately, they are not happy with the
With
14.
me screaming.
I would like to do maybe like a strength check and shove past them real quick to get to Chanjir for just a second.
Oh crap. Okay.
Oh, bollocks.
no. Yurton was just gonna walk out peacefully. Damn.
Okay.
That'd be a 14.
Unfortunately, no. These guards grab you as you go. Twig, I do apologize. No, they see you kind of cowering under a chair.
Not
As-
cowering. He's just kind of trying to. Since I'm assuming the doors open inward, he tried to hide as they came in. Like he's just standing in the corner between the wall and the door. Like, don't notice me. I'm tiny. I'm just wall art.
Okay. At
Except
this,
a grumpy version of that.
as you guys are being escorted out, except for Starchild, this is where we shall end it for today.
Objection.
Objection.
Amayori is also going to yell as she's being taken out and be like, "You better watch it, Tanjir. I'll be back."
That's probably not the best thing to do, but let's do outros.
Will my players please say goodbye?
And this includes you, James.
Woohoo!
It starts with you, Jameson.
Yeah, you're first on the list.
This is Jameson the Safety Bear, and I was playing Tangier the Luxodon.
I am Karen. I'm in Yurton, and you can find me on kawaii_or_a_mess on TikTok, and you can catch me on DM Junkies.
Thanks, Karen.
I am Shop Goblin. I play Twig Rumblebum. And you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook under Shop Goblin or _. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and keep an eye out for this in podcast form coming next week.
Woo! Yay! This is Kyoko the Fox playing Amayori.
And I'm Noah Allen, aka Goondaddy, and I played Urith, aka Starchild, Befriender of Rocks and Charmer of Elephants. You can find me on TikTok as Goon_Daddy, on Instagram as Noah_Goon_Daddy_Allen. You can find me on Twitch as Nallen0122 and on YouTube as Noah Allen. Don't try to find me on Facebook. I never use it.
I am the Drunken DM, also known as the Drunken Monk, and I will just like to thank my players. This went mostly how I thought it would, except for the gargoyle, the rock thing, and the
Karen.
Karen and Starchild charming Tangier.
So everything did not go as planned.
I am the friend.
It
But-
went roughly inside of your parameters.
It went well enough the way
This
I
session
wanted it to go.
rocked.
So I would like to say thank you. If you anyone listening, please subscribe to us on YouTube at Adventures in Initiative. Follow our Twitter page as well as our Adventures in Initiative Twitch stream. Thank you, and since Dono's not here, until next week, roll for initiative.